feel like Buffbunny and Alphalete are toying with us just a little bit, just a wee bit here. I think one morning they woke up, had their morning coffee together. I don't even know if they drink coffee, but I'm just saying, I'm painting a picture here. And they looked at each other, right? And they said, hey, I have a great idea. Let's do Alphalete's birthday sale and Buffbunny's drop all on the same day. Let's do it! Why not? They're testing loyalties here, you guys. That's what they're doing. This is the ultimate test. What's it gonna be? Alphalete or Buffbunny? So this video is dropping right after my Alphalete video. So definitely check that one out if you're interested in their big birthday sale. They have a ton of pieces dropping, brand new styles we've never seen before. If you're interested, check that video out. But if you're here for Buffbunny, welcome. We're here to talk about their One More drop on February 22nd, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just 1 hour after Alphalete's drop. And let's not forget, you could always do a little bit of buffet shopping, as I like to call it. Grab a little bit from Alphalete, grab a little bit from Buffbunny, boom.
A delight to the senses, isn't it, my friend?
So let's talk about the One More collection. Again, February 22nd, and my code Gaita does save you 10% off of all of your Buffbunny orders. So I'm gonna pop in the color palette right here. As you guys can see, they're dropping a lot of darker tones this time around. Lavenders, purples, a lot of moody tones, but then they went ahead and they just hit you, smacked you right in the face with a couple of pops of color. Just enough to test the waters because we all know what's coming next, right? Spring, daylight savings. I'm so excited. This collection has a little bit of mobility, a little bit of recovery pieces, posh knit fabric, which is my favorite, dream heather, which is perfect for the colder months, and of course, Newbury, their classic Newbury fabric. I almost feel like this is a best of Buffbunny video. I have here my favorites, you know how we do. Lots of classic pieces we've seen before, brand new colors. In this collection, obviously given the name One More, it's about your mindset. It embodies resilience, commitment, and the pursuit of being your best self. I think it's still in great timing since it is technically still the new year. So we're testing our limits, baby. We're going in strong this year, 2025, with the One More collection. Now let's go ahead and get into it, but first, you see this right here? There's a button that looks just like this. Do your girl a solid and just tap it real quick. I'm feeling pretty saucy in this bossy. It's been a while since I rocked some bossy print. I feel like they haven't dropped it in quite some time, but now more than ever, I feel like it's the perfect time because all I'm thinking is spring. I'm really excited for it. I need it in my life ASAP or else. So they're dropping their famous legacy legging with that Newbury fabric we all know and love. This used to be my favorite legging, but once Buffbunny started evolving, they started coming out with new fabrics, new fits, really expanding. I can't say it's my favorite anymore, but I overall love the concept. Still very much in love with their signature butterfly seam. I think that's so gorgeous, especially with this color bossy print. This is in the color Azul. And of course I stuck with my true size small in everything you're about to see today. That is my go-to with Buffbunny, sticking to my true size. This is almost like a periwinkle, blue, purpley. I think it really works with this style. It's so reminiscent of Easter, and I think it's because I paired it with this sunbeam color. You guys know Newbury fabric, slightly insulating, but I have to say, back when I used to rock it all the time a few years back, the Newbury feels like it got thinner over the years, especially since I haven't really grabbed the legacy legging in a while. But when I see them dropping bossy print in the legacy legging, that's when I snag. That's when I'm like, okay, because the print itself, I love it. I love the bossy print. When I see this print, I automatically think, yeah, that is Buffbunny's signature print. The only real reason I started gravitating away from this legging is because I got a slight uni butt. It's not even that bad. It's just, I mean, you guys know, Buffbunny's been coming out with things that really glute enhance. These days, I'm usually picking those leggings. They really elevated the glute game. And so now going back to the legacy, I feel like I'm falling flat back here. There's no scrunch, no built-in nothing. Looking at their looking at a 26-inch inseam, it's all right. About an inch too long for me though, but that's not unusual. I noticed though, since it's been a while, I forgot how high-waisted this is, especially because I barely have a torso as it is to work with. I do feel like this definitely shrinks me up a little bit. Look how high that goes. When I'm really pulling it up, oh my God, I don't even have a torso anymore. But yeah, I do feel like over time this got thinner, did it not? Comment down below if you feel the same way. I actually remember putting on Newbury in my true size small and being like, wow, this is actually getting hard to get on. I felt like I needed to size up for the longest time. Now I'm not feeling that. This feels a lot more lightweight. Now I am noticing a little bit of fade when I squat really down low, okay? So if you're wearing this to the gym at all, keep that in mind. Now usually I don't see any pattern fades with any of their patterns. So I'm wondering if maybe they went a little bit thinner with the fabric. Perhaps that's what's causing a slight fade. I have to show you guys this mini pillow tote right freaking now in the color Sunbeam. Just like this color, okay? So the Sunbeam color and the Azul, easily my favorite in this drop. It's a mini pillow tote, so, oh, yep, feels just like a pillow. I feel like this is a cute little bag if you just need your essentials in it, or more or less, I was thinking a nice, fun, fluffy, lightweight summer bag to carry some essentials in. Throw some headphones, some snacks in here. This is what it looks like up top. You have about 3 slots here for your cards, and it does come equipped with a longer strap. It's nice and shiny, satin strap, so you can wear it crossbody if you prefer. The stitch design is actually really cute. It almost looks like part of a flower, like they were going for a floral design with the loops, like a quarter of a flower. So I think it really fits the vibe, really different. So I paired the leggings with this adorable halter bra. This is the Posh Knit Scrunch halter. Not gonna lie, when I first put it on, really snug. I had to really stretch this bitch out, like seriously. I definitely popped a few seams in the mix, but it was worth it. I mean, I was really feeling it, like right back here. You gotta size up if in between, seriously. The one thing I have to say is Buffbunny with their tops, their bras specifically, I do feel like I'm always in between. Like a small, sometimes, most of the time, is just a little too snug, and then if I size up, then it feels a little too big. With this bra, I'm okay right now, but as you can see on the back, like, there's a little bit of snugness back here. And it does not adjust, so there's no adjustments. I personally prefer adjustments all the time. When in doubt, put on that damn adjustment, because 9 out of 10 times there's always something somewhere that's a little off for me. It's just my weird ass body. The part around my neck feels okay. It was this area that felt like it was digging a little bit. But for being a pretty low profile bra, especially with no straps on the back to hold you, this is a pretty supportive bra for my girls. I'm feeling at least a moderate support here. So if you wanna be a little showy, wear more of a minimal style bra, back showing, gains are popping, and you want to get that back day in looking fire, but you still need some support, like you're not looking to fall out of your bra, Buffbunny's really good for that. So I feel like I could get a great back day in, get some bent over rows, and I'm not worrying about spilling out all the time. As you guys know on this channel, I really love my minimal bras. You know I do. At the same time, when you're at a public gym, can't be giving everyone a free show. I feel like the angle here mixes things up. I feel like it emphasizes the scrunch a little bit more when you have an angular movement, kind of branching away from it. This even gives extra added coverage on the side of your boob. So you literally, no matter what you do, whether you're doing lying abs, you're not spilling out on the sides either. That's really important for me. When I wear my minimal coverage bras, I can't really get on the ground. I can't get on my back. Certainly not gonna be moving around doing abs. No fucking way. And of course, they come equipped with bra padding inside. Get the hell out of here. Check out that neckline too. It's almost like a squared off, half diamond shape. Very flattering. Girls look pretty decent. Like I said, they're not over the top, but they're there. They're like, look, I'm here. Overall, I was obsessed with this mix and match. I think this azul bluish purple and this sunbeam yellow is a match made in heaven. You know I had to take the 2 brightest colors and just, Now for my girls who want a little bit more coverage, I wanted to swap out that. You kidding me? Battling that bra bulge. It's the real battle of the bulge. Smoothing out those bra pads. They have a mind of their own. It's very f***ing rude. Now we're looking at the Bloom sports bra. Damn, this looks so cute. I like it. This is the one time where I'm okay with my short torso, because now it's creating a nice meet and greet. This is the Newbury fabric, whereas the last bra you just saw was Posh Knit. But damn, yeah, I feel the difference between this fabric and the leggings. It feels 10 times thinner. What's going on? Again, in my true size small, very snug. When I first put it on, struggled a little bit, but when it's actually on, it fits okay, but it's definitely snug. Size on up if in between with these bras so far. That's all I have to say. Bloom and Scrunch have a lot of similarities, as you can see. Are we seeing this right now? So we have a contour going right around to the side, whereas this goes all the way around the breast. We even have a similar neckline, okay? It's slightly squared off, still have the ruching. Now the difference here, you obviously have a long line bra, so this is going to give you a lot more coverage. Still got the bra pads, all of that. The back is very different though. So we have them meeting right in the middle, joining hands, singing Kumbaya. Again, no adjustments though. So if you're looking for more coverage and a little bit more support for sure, not a ton, but yeah, enough, then definitely check this one out. Keep in mind, I think if you're doing more intense exercises, say you're doing some Pilates, which is a super Pilates princess vibes, and you're really moving your arms and really moving around, check this one out. It's gonna keep your girls a bit more secure, because keep in mind, as beautiful as this bra is, there's only a seam underneath. That's all there is holding up your girls. Whereas right here, there's a full built-in seam, then you have this extra coverage. So nothing's ever gonna slip, nothing's gonna move around. That's a great way to pair with your bossy print. I would have loved to see this color in a jacket. In a jacket. As you guys know, I love Buffbunny's athletic zip-ups. Their Colorado zip jacket. It's an awesome performance fabric, but it's brushed inside. It's cozy yet functional. I just love it. I love it. Throwing in a little bit of an accessory, they're dropping these V-neck pump covers, which you can wear either this way. You want to do a little off the shoulder, you do it like that, wear a normal V-neck, but my actual preferred style, this is my preferred way to wear it because, I mean, the V-neck in the back gives that slouchy, carefree look. Right back here, where you're like, oh, out of sight, out of mind. I didn't even notice that was back there like that. It looks like you're not trying too hard. It's very casual. I feel like this is a great cover up for your gym sets. Going to Pilates there and back, throwing it on, going to get your healthy cucumbers, going to grab your celery for your juicing later. This is what you throw on when you're at that grocery store, girl. This is the very fun farmer's market fit, as I like to call it right here. I also like it because you can totally play around with this material. Throw it like this, let the glutes show, ooh. And then you can do a little bit of this if you wanna be a bit more conservative. Hey girl, nothing to see here. Show a little bit of that back strap. Looks so cute with the halter bra because then it's like full back exposed, really adorable. This is such a lightweight, stretchy top. I feel like you can do a lot with it, even if you're wearing it as a swim cover up, like literally like that. It does not trap heat. It's very, very comfortable. The lightest weight top ever. Now I actually saw it styled like this. Okay, little tie knot, a little off the shoulder. They're dropping a few colors in this one, but of course, whenever there was the sunbeam color involved, I had to snag whatever piece it dropped in. So here I am. I feel like there's a really good portion of you guys watching this video, waiting for this moment to talk about this bodysuit. Introducing the Poshnit bodysuit. You guys know, I love the Poshnit fabric. Ever since they dropped it last fall, I've been glued to those pieces. The velvety smooth touch, I feel like it's the perfect material. I used to feel like the Nubri was just a little too thick for me. And then the butter fabric was just a little bit too thin. After Nubri, the butter fabric stole the show. But very quickly, when Poshnit came, then Poshnit took the place of my favorite butter. It's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Butter was a little too thin, Nubri was a little too thick. This one is just right. Long story short, Poshnit and I, we are Buffbunny besties. But let's talk the good, the bad, and the ugly with this bodysuit right now. Again, my true size small. When I put this on yesterday, my very first time actually putting it on, I thought for sure I was gonna have to ask Buffbunny for a size up. I was like, there's no way I'm getting this past my hips. There's just simply no way. The way it went up, it was like, it just wouldn't go up right here. I was like, okay, what the hell is going on? I really had to maneuver and stretch the material out, get it, you know, do a little bit of that shake just to really get it up past my hips, stretch it on out, get it over the shoulders. It was such a challenge for me. So even though this bodysuit was super challenging to get up, when actually worn, it's fitting fine. It doesn't feel overly tight anywhere and I'm not uncomfortable. Now they did add adjustments in the back here and we do have an internal scrunch. So that's inside, very discreet, you'll never notice it, but it definitely helps the glutes pop on out. Full shelf bra as well, so it's nice and supportive. Now I actually took out the bra pads. They were way too much maintenance for me. They were bunching, they were rolling. I was really trying to shift them around. It was just too much work. There's a divide so they don't overlap each other, which is great, but they just kept folding in and I just didn't have the time for that. So I took them on out. I'm like, whatever. I'm really vibing with this color. For a darker shade, this Shadow Berry hits. It's not a black, which they're also dropping black by the way, but it's a nice darker purple color with almost a hint of blue and some lighting, as you can see. Do you see that? Now, the thing I love most about this bodysuit is it's a snatcher, dude. My waist to hip ratio in this is wild. I mean, look at this. I mean, right? Looks like a damn illusion. When I took some snaps yesterday and I looked back at the photos, I was like, damn, dude. They literally said, you look photoshopped. And I was like, thank you. Now let's get up close and personal. Let's see what these glutes are looking like. Nice V-seam here, as they always go with. Keyhole open back, a little twist right in the middle. Some really nice features overall. I love the adjustable back here. I truly believe if you're in between, you just have to size up in this bodysuit. It is super body fit. Like, check it out. Like, let's see what we're looking at here in terms of stretch, okay? Boom. The fabric's slightly insulating. I feel like this is a nice density to actually do Pilates in if you're going to a yoga class. I actually paired this bodysuit with their last drop leg warmers, and I thought it looked really adorable. So if you're somebody who goes to Pilates class, I think this bodysuit would suit you very well. The darker shades are nice, so in case you sweat, it's really not noticeable. Speaking of which, how the hell do I even do the sweat test in this, baby? So say you're like really sweating it out in Pilates. I don't know why I sprayed the actual bodysuit like this. Okay, so say you got some booby sweat, like you're really dripping. See how noticeable it is? I actually sprayed the bodysuit by accident, not my chest. Okay, so if you're really dripping, you're gonna see it, but the darker shade, especially if you wanna go with black, if you anticipate really heavy sweats, grab the black color, but I think you're okay. Now it is a 27-inch inseam. A little bit long on me. Does not come in multiple lengths, like I said. So you see that little bunching? Nothing I can do about it. Like I said, the only issue I have with this bodysuit is that initial putting it on. The second time around did get a little bit easier. Still difficult. I still had to really, but it wasn't nearly as difficult as the first go. So I think over time, this bodysuit will start to stretch out. Even moving it past my hips, it didn't mess with the integrity of the bodysuit. It still fits around my curves really nicely. I do think that this is going to be a hot sell. I just feel it. Certain items with Buffbunny, or any brand in general, you almost get the gut feeling like, okay, this one's gonna be the hot sell of the drop. That's what I'm feeling with this. So they're actually dropping really low profile socks. I was really excited for these because I love wearing them with some hip sneakers. And I'm not in the mood for ankle socks or high socks, always just grabbing these. So I grabbed an extra small/small and I'm wearing them right now. Bam, they're okay, but they're definitely not my favorite socks because, let me tell you why. Take my shoes off here. When I take my shoes off, this is what happens. When I'm walking and running on the treadmill, I was very mindful. The friction of the sock against the shoe, they were slipping in the back a little bit on me. There's actually a lot of extra room here. It bunches right here. It's a low profile sock, so it's gonna sit extremely low and dip right here. So I understand the point of, you know, not seeing it at all, but I just can't get behind the fact that it constantly slipping down back here, even with a little baby silicone grip. This is what the silicone grip looks like. And it's the cutest thing. It says BBC. That's the grip they went with. That's so adorable. They're not terrible. They're nice, lightweight, breathable socks. They're just dripping in the back a little bit. Dripping? Drooping. That's what I meant to say. They're bringing back the bend and snap dress. I was hoping they would. Do you guys remember in the Catherine collab, her no filter? That was the first time we saw the bend and snap dress. I was instantly sold, and to this day, I still believe that this active dress is one of my favorite, if not my favorite active dress that Buffbunny has to offer. I'm actually loving it so much more than say any of the pop flex dresses or anything like that. Those always seem to fit me a little bit weird in certain places. But with this bend and snap dress, it's the right fit. Now this is the regular fit. There's no shorter option, nothing. So I think it's like a 16.5 inch. And in my true size small, it's coming right above the knees. Really nice length. I feel like this will be my Easter dress. What do you think? Definitely not, because it's gonna be probably like fit 40 degrees, 50 degrees here. So it's cute in theory, but if you are in a warmer climate, somewhere that gets a little more sunlight, somewhere that warms up earlier in the season, this would make an adorable fit for spring, especially with the mini pillow tote, just like this. Looking like a damn dandelion. There are no changes with this dress from last time, nothing. Everything stayed very consistent. Talked this dress a few times. I think it's a really nice fit where it's nice and body fit up top, but a flare on the bottom. Similar to a corset style, you can see some seams running down, all the way down the leg. And then of course you have your built-in shorts. Some pockets, boom, on both sides. They do roll a little bit, but nothing too crazy, not uncomfortable. This is a really good active dress if you play tennis. Active dress, you can feel that fabric, slippery to the touch, not like the posh knit, okay? That posh knit, as much as I love it, it attracts all the lint. All the lint. This is one of those, woo, slippery to the touch. If you sweat, you're gonna wick that sweat. This is a nice summertime dress too, because it's a fairly lightweight fabric, but it's dense enough where it's not completely see-through, especially if you stretch out, like you're not seeing right through it, especially with this bright sunbeam color. That could happen with certain fabrics, but not this one. Nice crisscross in the back, nice adjustments here. I love this dress so much that I actually grabbed it, not just in the sunbeam, but also the azul. Okay, I went hard on this dress. Dress so nice, I had to get it twice. Which dress color do you like better? We team sunbeam or are we team azul? I love where they're going with this really light pastel-y, but yet still vibrant yellow, but the azul is different. It's a very unique shade we don't often see, especially because they decided to do the bossy print with this color. I think that's saying something. I think everybody knows that this color is the star of the show. Now you do have bra pads internally and a nice shelf bra, so you're nice and secure throughout this dress. Whether you bend and you snap, no one's gonna see anything anywhere. This dress can be a little bit tricky if you're in between sizes. I would go based off of a few things. If you have very large thighs, I would size up rather than down, just to avoid any uncomfortable cinching around the thighs, because these shorts are pretty fit. They're pretty snug. But if you have smaller thighs, say you have smaller breasts, then you can possibly size down if you're in between, just to avoid any extra bunching here. You don't want any extra buildup right around here. You don't want any extra bra space. That's what I would say. I think it's a perfectly suitable, true to size type of piece. So with this particular piece, I think it depends on your specific measurements. Switching up the tone for a hot second. I know you were thinking, girl, there's no way you're gonna show any darker colors in this range. I just know. Well, you thought wrong. I know that darker shades are actually a very popular pick. I noticed that across all brands. The general consensus is people grab mostly darker colors. Then they'll grab the pops when they see fit. But mostly it's a functional dark color that everybody needs. Introducing their dream heathered legging, not introducing, it's not like you haven't seen this before. I've talked about this legging many times. When it comes to Buffbunny, this is my favorite cold weather legging. It's nice and insulating. It's got that slight brushed feeling, somewhat thick, nice and body fit, super squat proof too. The waist is snatched in these. It tapers in ever so slightly, but it's not ultra compressive. It's got a nice moderate hold all around the leg, and it even comes equipped with a nice elasticated glute separation, nice and internal, so no one has to know. Even in the dead of winter, you want that booty on fire, okay? So this is in the color Heather Charcoal. Then they have a lighter Heather Gray color, and then they have a lavender Heather, okay? So you can go really light. But I grabbed the darkest one that they have to offer because I think it's the most functional. I really do. I think it's the most practical thing to wear, throw on a hoodie and get out the door. Very, very comfortable though. I have to say, if you're walking around getting groceries done for the day, running those errands, this is what you want to wear. Very true to size. If you're in between, I would size up. Definitely. I feel like this can run very snug. You don't want to be uncomfortable. And as you guys know, if you're familiar with this legging, it has an all over heathered look. So a little marley breakup, like TV static kind of thing. So it adds some texture to the legging. It's not just a solid dark color. But of course they added in the glute enhancing seams everywhere, rubberized logo, nice and gripped and intact. Very nice high quality leggings. I am a huge fan of their heathered legging for sure. You're probably wondering, hey girl, like what's the difference between the Buffbunny heathered legging and the Petula bare form, okay, which was formerly their bare form. Petula's is a lot thicker. You have to wear those selectively, okay, when it's like really brick outside. I feel like these are a little more versatile. I feel like you can wear them during transitional seasons. Both great leggings, but I feel like as a more day-to-day thing, I would definitely gravitate towards these Buffbunny heather legging. Again, 26-inch inseam, that's what they tend to go with, a little bit long on me. I noticed there's no multiple inseams in this drop, okay, which is kind of unlike Buffbunny. I noticed, I was like, wait, what's going on here? I think they just kept things pretty simple this time around. I actually like the charcoal paired with the sunbeam. I could not stop myself. I had to grab the heather legging in that light lavender color. I was very curious about this color. Seeing as it's really light, I was like, how's this gonna hold up here? To be honest with you, when I got it in, it's so much lighter than I really thought it would be. This is why I felt like I wanted to showcase it for you guys, in case you're looking for some color to add in, but the bright colors you're just not a fan of. You just have to know This lavender heather is so light, it's almost a shade of white. It looks like white with a drop of purple in it, and only one singular drop, by the way. It's very sheer because it's so light. You can actually see my underwear through the pants. I'm wearing a dark brown. If you're even, yeah, you can see literally right here, darker. If you're considering even trying or attempting this color, you really should wear a flesh tone undie. Nice and seamless, nice thong, high rise, whatever. Be very mindful of this legging now. It's sheer. I think when it comes to the heather legging, stick to the darker colors. Just please stick to the darker color. Unless you're planning to wear it like this. This might be your only safe bet, but even so, I mean, you're paying good money for leggings. You don't want to have to deal with having to be mindful of it being sheer. So unless you wore it somewhat like this with something loose up top, okay? So I grabbed the matching V-neck pump cover. I was hoping for a darker purple than this. When I saw lavender, man, this is why I hate lavender, dude. I have to be honest, I'm not a fan of the color lavender. I hate pale purples and pale pinks for that matter. I don't really like them, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and say that. I like richer, brighter, deeper tones, even muted tones. When it's just light and pale, I feel like it lacks life. I don't want it to lack life. On another note, with this light of a color, girl, I'm surprised. I'll be surprised if I didn't already fudge it up with something. I am a very messy person. This is why I don't wear white. But yeah, you can go ahead and go tell all your friends. Go run, let your friends know Ashley Gaita does not like pale colors. Pale pink, pale purple, like just, no. But yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. All right, guys, so that concludes Buffbunny's One More Time collection. Hit me, baby, one more time. What are our thoughts on this drop? I see that they're going for a lot of practical colors, minus the lavender, a lot of darker shades because we're not quite in spring yet. I don't think we're even close, I hate to admit it. We're supposed to get like 2 feet of snow next week, so. But I like that they're teasing us a little bit with the Azul and Sunbeam. I dig it. I see you. Little teases. Do not forget to use my code GAITA if you decide to shop this drop, especially if you found this video helpful. If you're not shopping the drop and you still want to let me know this video is helpful, then do me a solid, subscribe if you aren't already, or give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you being here and spending some quality time with me. I love you guys, and I will catch you in my next video.